outside trying to stay awake because it's been a long day, and I thought the cold air would help me with my reading that I was doing. But we're gonna do an Apache Spark Code review. It's hopefully gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna just go ahead really quickly and check to see if this started, because occasionally it does not yet. Looks like it started just fine on YouTube. And let's double check that it started okay on Twitch. And I'm joined today by my friend Boo. She's amazing. But she's gonna hang out here. Okay. So what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and oh wait. Yeah, whatever. Let's get started. Cool. I was looking at some Kubernetes docs. Oh, that's what I was going to change. It says book. A book. There we go. Okay, cool. And so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the sparkprs.appspot.com. This lets us sort of see everything that's going on. I'll close this thing along the bottom down here. And I'm going to take... Oh, actually, you know what? There's a chance one of the PRs that I've been looking at has been reviewed. So signed in as myself. I can click on myself. Oh, my own PR failed. Well, can take a look at that really quickly. Okay, yeah, this is a PR that we were looking at. Decouple requests and parallelism on Kubernetes drivers. This one, looked at it, was updated 4 days ago, and okay. So we can see sort of like I've been out for a while, so the number of PRs that I've been commenting on that are still active is a lot smaller than it used to be. So we'll just go back here now. Well, let's take a look at these, because I like to try and sort of keep up to date on my PRs as fast as possible. What was the one? Oh yeah. Okay, this failed. Kubernetes integration tests. Was it me? This seems weird. This seems likely unrelated. Let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and say, Jenkins, retest this, please. Because that failure seems unrelated. That being said, code review, we're not going to spend time debugging my code, even if the test failure was related. But if I did notice it and I thought the test failure was related, I'd leave a comment about like, oh hey, I noticed it failed. This is what I think's going on, and this is what I'm going to do. And that way, just like the reviewer or reviewers feels like I'm engaging and keeping the PR alive. Okay, so decouple requests and parallelism on Kubernetes driver. Oh, okay. I don't remember looking at this. It says I did. And this PR is only from 10 days ago. What did I say? Oh, okay, cool. So I was just looped into this, okay, cool. So I'm not actually really reviewing this PR. I just got looped into it because there's a test that I've been working on, improving, and maybe do that in another live stream. And it maybe impacted this, and so that's not great, but, it's not my department. Okay, cool. This one, I was super confused. Cool. So this is the PR that I looked at last week. Yeah. Huh. Okay, this is confusing. But that's a good point. Let's see. Maybe Marcelo Fenton. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's go over here. I'm gonna go ahead and we are going to look. Resource managers, yarn. So. Who else did this one? Okay, actually, it looks like these are the two people who so yeah. Wow, it's mostly just him. There's some other people who I don't recognize super closely. Yeah, okay. Have some thoughts on the yarn side. And this is just like, I don't know yarn super well. Maybe these two people who I both believe have a better understanding of yarn have some thoughts here. So we'll leave it to those two to take a look at it, because I think one of them will have a better idea of what's going on than I do. Okay. Add memory base thresholds for shuffle spell. Oh, okay, cool. When running large shuffles, the job is regularly. This is. I'm really excited about this PR. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. The last time I commented on this was a long time ago, and it's failing Spark's tests. Let's take a look and see. 87 failures. That's a lot. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, this looks most likely unrelated. The Java code gen, probably unrelated. Jenkins, retest this, please. Cool. And so that's my just like, yeah. We're not going to deep dive on it because I don't know if it's passing P tests. But I would love to see this because I've run into this issue before myself. But I would rather wait for it to be passing the automated tests before I spend a lot of time looking at it. So, with that being said, let's look for something that's passing automated tests. Oh, okay. Oh, there's an error in the logging? I'm not sure about that. But okay. Oh, that sounds useful, although I'm not sure. Oh, this is merges. Okay. Oh, this is really exciting. Probably. It's probably really big, but stage level. This is work in progress though, and it's really big. And I'm pretty tired, so we're gonna find small things to review today. Small things. That's work in progress. That's 49 lines. Okay, let's go through and take a look. Okay, yeah, no, that's the one we were just talking about. Okay, this one is pretty small from what I remember. This PR ignores line 69 and returns. So, yeah, okay, that's a good point. So, there's no return on pod failed. It will just get computed and then thrown away. Yeah, so I agree with Dongjun's comment here. Thrown away and replaced with pod running. And replaced with pod running. Does the unit test fail without this change? And I think this brings up a really sort of interesting point, which I myself have run into in my own times. Is we don't always do test-driven development. In test-driven development, you write the test, it fails, and you write the thing to fix the test. However, a lot of times I write my code and then I write the test afterwards, or the two of them kind of move side by side. And the author here is saying that line 69 is clearly being what's returned, but we know that's not the case because of how this works. And by this I mean Scala. There's no return. This is just going to get evaluated. It's going to construct a pod failed, and then it's going to just return pod running. And so most likely this unit test is not successful. I remember being involved in an earlier version of this conversation. Okay. So, the other thing that I can do to help out here is the person is asking how to run the tests. And so what we can do is we can help them with that. That's because it's the thing that I do pretty frequently. I know how to do that. It's a bit annoying. And it's hidden behind a profile flag, since not everyone builds all of the resource managers. So I think right over here I'm running that. Actually, wait, no. Well, this is if you look at, okay, oh no, I actually did not want to do that. Oh god, okay. Yeah, here we go. Spark Resource Managers, Kubernetes integration tests. Slash readme.md. You can find. Okay, let's rephrase this. The instructions to run the Kubernetes integration tests are in. Although Spark Kubernetes integration tests Maven mount, because I know this is not covered in that no, not Maven, Minikube mount, sorry. Minikube mount. Wait, is that? Maybe it's in here. Ah, yes. Okay, and then let's look for the mount. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, there is so what we'll say here is there are more detailed instructions. Inside of tube. So let's go ahead. Thanks for working on this. I'm gonna we're gonna replace the word annoying with difficult. And there we go. I think that's good. So we're just we're saying thanks. You want to run the tests? Here's how to run the tests. Here's a link. And also, like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work as it currently stands. Wait, did I leave the? Yeah, I did leave that comment there. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's oh, it's the first time contributing. That's really awesome. Okay. That's great. That's great. I feel like I've seen this PR before. Maybe I just haven't had enough copy. This one I'm more confused. Oh. This sounds complicated from its description, and I'm not sure it's getting a lot of traction. It looks like it's not, which is fine, but I'm not feeling it today, to go in and review this one. Okay, cool. This one, allow 46 lines. I'm feeling that. That's where I'm at. 400 lines? No. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So this is fascinating. I forgot that if we restarted it, I'm really interested. I'm curious. Okay. Oh, okay. Out of disk. Let's go Kubernetes restart out of disk. Yes. Okay. So I don't think we have to worry about this, because if it's evicted for disk pressure, then it that shouldn't be. I was just curious how this would interplay with disk pressure, but okay. I like this idea. Huh. Okay. Wait, what? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't want to restart the driver. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't want to restart the driver. Yeah. Okay, so this is Marcelo's expressing the concern that it'll come back up with the same ID, and that could be bad behavior. So interesting. Yeah, I think an integration test here would be really lovely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Wait, what? Yes. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So cool. So I want to. So thanks for working on this. Oh, that's why the name seems familiar. Okay. Thanks for working on this. I like the idea of allowing people to configure the restart policy. I'm curious how this would work with dynamic scale down. When Spark asks the executors to exit, it does so when Spark cleans up the executors. It does so by asking them to exit. Let's take a look. Kubernetes restart policies. What are my restart policy options? Restart policy. You don't. Yeah. What are the Kubernetes restart policies? And is there one? Always, never. Is there another one? There we go. Would it make sense to warn people about this? And to and suggest they choose between never and in the description. Cool. With Spark's dynamic scale down. And so, okay, so I want to talk about what I wrote for a second. So essentially, with a restart policy of always, if we did a scale down, Spark does this by asking the executor JVM process to exit. If we had a restart policy of always, this would prevent us from being able to do a scale down. Instead, if we chose on failure, provided that we exited gracefully, that is like non-zero exit code, this would be okay. And I think that would be okay. Like, I still want the default to be never. I still feel a lot safer with that. But with that being said, let's go take a look. Yeah, so I would feel more comfortable if we called out that always has some potential difficulties. I mean, this looks otherwise very reasonable to me. It looks like a good PR. It seems like a thing that's very reasonably be configured. ID suffix cat head C8. Okay. I'm less certain about this part. It's probably fine. It might make it a little bit harder to figure out what's going on some of the time. But it could avoid some thrashing on the Kubernetes scheduler. So I think this is a good idea. I'm just a little uncertain about this part. And it's just like, we're changing the executor ID. That's going to be kind of annoying. But on the other hand, if it's passing unit tests, that's probably okay. I really like where this is going. I sincerely do. Okay. With that, we're at about the 25-minute mark. I think I'm gonna wrap up for today. I'm pretty tired. It's been a rough week / year / let's leave it at that. Remember to like and subscribe. You can click the bell to be notified of new ones. And I think this is one that we'll probably come back to. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a good PR. I think it's got potential. But I also strongly believe that I would like a nap. So thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you have a lovely weekend. And on the plus side, look, this is a great example of how we can time box our open source commitments by just doing some pull request reviews and looking for things that are, within a certain number of lines. So like, subscribe, click that bell, etc., etc. Bye, everyone.